the really great writers, you still can't quite put your finger on it, right? It's a lot less derivative.
You can't reference something prior to it.
Yeah. So anything I hear where I go, that doesn't sound like something else, I go, my sort of gold standard would be, man, how proud would I have been to have written that?
Right.
I would have loved to have written that. And it's actually quite simple. And when you think everything's been done and they take a simple idea and they go with it and you go like, and it just had its own life. Maybe that's why when these guys, they say, well, I wrote the song in 5 minutes and it's the best song I ever wrote.
Yeah.
It sort of comes out of that
collection of
that different place.
Right.
That's not, you're not trying so hard.
You're letting it come to you as opposed to forcing it and trying to make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like, do they do a course in, you'd know this being an academic in this, do they do songwriting courses at school?
Yeah.
That's a crazy concept.
Yeah. I know. They teach entrepreneurship too. That's another crazy concept.
Be brilliant. Have amazing ideas that are unique and one of a kind. I don't have any, so I'll teach you how to do it.
Yeah. This is how you do it. This is how you're completely unique.
I've never done it myself, but this is how you do it.
Yeah, I've read a book. I wrote a book.
My degree is actually in music composition.
Oh, really?
That's what
That's
what I studied. Yeah. At
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, no, I'm very glad. I'm glad I did it because I learned a lot. And but what it is it gives you a lot of the tools that you need when the creativity hits you. And that's why Mozart was famous for, I've already written that symphony, but I haven't written it down yet. What he means is he's come up with a couple of the main themes, and all of the rest of it is bookwork.
Yeah.
It's just copying. So it's not like he's inventing something completely new. If you were 100 years removed from his writing and hadn't heard it, you would hear Symphony Number 7 and Symphony Number 8, and they might sound fairly similar. And then you take all of those and you look at them and you say, okay, well, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Then you learn what the unique part is. And I think even before, we had modern computers, some of the early computers, people had put a lot of these compositions in and taught the computer to write a Mozart symphony. And they were, even back then, not bad because there's certain elements. So having a mastery of the elements, knowing all of your scales and your keys and knowing all the common chord progressions, it's like you get a great piano player and they could, like Bruce Hornsby, and he can play anything. So get him going and say, no, do it a little bit more like this, and then they could just do it because they know it and they're fluent with it. And so that's a very fertile bed, having all of those skills. And then when you come up with something unique, it's a whole separate skill to come up with something unique, and make it original. I think that applies to anything that you're trying to do. You got to have business skills. You got to have a good account. You have a team. You have to have an accountant. You have to understand leases. If you've got a space, you have to understand taxes and supply and all these different things. Once you have all that stuff, like coming at that, not knowing any of that would seem impossible. But having that training in music, having that training in any field, having the experience in the training is a fertile ground for a place for those ideas to grow.